What's up, guys? Tanjum here, and today I'll be talking about the long-awaited Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Review, the full season. And for those of you that don't know, the last episode for season one ended last night, and I was super excited to see it, wrap up and stuff like that. And looking forward to season two. And yes, there will be a season two. They confirmed it about 2 weeks ago, I believe. So, yeah, super excited, super happy the way they ended, and waiting to see where this all leads up. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the review. First off, from the beginning, basically, um, the first couple episodes of this show were good. They were good, but they failed to captivate a lot of the audience, I believe, in the first few episodes. Um, and in my opinion, the first few episodes, they lacked oomph. They lacked certain aspects, of the Marvel universe. Have they had the action, but they didn't have much of the characters yet. They didn't have characterization yet. They were sort of kind of one dimensional in a way. The show in the entirety, first few episodes was sort of one dimensional. Um, go and save the day, fight the bad guy, and everything's all cool and stuff like that. It wasn't until probably about mid season where things started to pick up, and we started to see more interaction, more characterization of the characters, and more conflict and drama um, between the characters, and that was what the show was missing in the first place. There was no real drama there. There was no real conflict there. Um, so yeah, uh, but midway to the season, everything started to pick up, especially after the Captain America Winter Soldier tie-in. That's when things started to really pick up, and things started to really get good because um, then the conflict was how to survive, and how are they going to survive, and how are they going to do things and stuff like that now that Shield was uh, uh, you know was at the state it was. So um, the last few episodes were fantastic. I really enjoyed them. But there was a lot of mysteries and a lot of there's still some unexplained questions as to what's going on and stuff like that. So, and that's hopefully the answer to that in season two. Um, but all in all, I'd say the show is a great show. I'm glad ABC picked them up for another season because um, you know the Marvel universe is so big, and it's got so many moving parts and so many things going on. It's almost impossible for to contain all that stuff in one show. I mean, uh, they are gonna have a Agent Carter TV show based on the first Captain America movie, and so we're gonna see sort of how the beginnings of Shield started with that thing, and it's gonna be cool. But like I said, it's just such a big universe. There's so many moving parts, and it's really hard to explain everything in 1 hour. And I like the way they did this because um, they left us in a cliffhanger, just much like in a comic, and then they explain some things, but they sort of leave things to themselves, keep it to themselves until you think the audience is ready for it, and that's what excited me about it. Was getting me excited about it was because this was like a live action comic taken to life. Is you find the last few minutes are like, oh man, you're like, oh man, I wish they would have told me this, so I'll have to wait for the next episode. Much like in the comic, or you say, oh man, I have to wait for the next month. I really like that about that. The characterizations, the script on the show was really well done. I think, um, it was just typical Joss Whedon style of writing for characters and stuff like that. Very hip, very in the now, and just captures the pretty much the human aspect of characters and people, and um, the characterization, especially uh, after the Captain America tie-in and stuff like that, really got down to their characters and really explored who they were, and um, how they went about things and stuff like that, and what they would do in a certain situation, how these characters handle the situation, and you know, it was just great stuff. I enjoyed the last part of the season, and really looking forward to them kicking it off next season in the fall, and picking up right where they left off, and just doing, you know, just doing a really good job with it. So the cast, the casting was really well done. Of course, Clark Gregg as Agent Coulson, did an excellent job. Did a wonderful job as him. You know, it when this show first started, I was wondering how they were going to explain how he came back, and if it was going to be well done or not. Um, I'm glad they answered that question this season, because the way they answered that question was great. It was great, and it was typical Marvel Universe drama. I mean, man, it was really well done. I really liked the way they did it, and now they're exploring I guess they're going to explore sort of the effects of said resurrection and stuff like that, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see Agent Coulson now that this everything's happened, and where this leads down the road. Um, Melinda May's characters, Agent Melinda May's character, at first I didn't really care much for her. She was just sort of the total package of Rambo style type person and stuff like that. But later on in the series, we get to know her. We get to know how she thinks and why she thinks this, and and she became one of my favorite characters, because then it was explored as, okay, she's not just an emotionless robot. She's feelings, and as thoughtful, and it we explored the character and how she is and stuff like that, and I was glad to see that, and I was glad to see that things progressed with her, and I really liked that. As for Agent Ward, that was the whole Agent Ward thing was a total shocker. I was shocked the way it ended for him. At the season's end. Man, yeah, it was crazy, but I think it was very well done, the way he did them throughout the series, and sort of how things led up to there, and like, okay, I get it now, and yeah, very, very, very cool stuff. The way they handled Agent Ward, Agents Fitz and Simmons, they provided the comic relief, but they also provided a hint of relationship things and love going there, and professionality versus emotions and stuff like that, and it was cool. I like the way they added their flavor to the mix, and not only that, just adding different different dynamic to the whole agents thing. Not all agents are gung ho, and going guns a blazing. These guys think of things, ways to get out of situations with their head instead of their guns, and so yeah, very cool. As for Agent Sky, the whole reason this show was pretty much created was for her, because there's a lot of mystery with Sky, where she came from, why is she so good with computers, this and that. And, it's it's very cool, but at the same time, I'm wondering where they're gonna go with this. Inhumans, Atlanteans, Kree, we still don't know. But it's good to speculate, and it's good to it's good to see where they're doing with this character. I really like her. She's a really great character. So all the casting, great stuff. I really enjoyed all the cast. Where are they gonna go with this in the next season? It's been reported that they're gonna start with the Guardians of the Galaxy tie-in. So we're probably gonna see more spaceborne stuff, which is probably going to lead to what actually Sky is. I was gonna say Chloe, but Chloe Bennett is actually her real name. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna see how Sky's character and actually Coulson's character sort of relates to that. I think to the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff tie-in. I'm thinking we're gonna see a lot more of Fitz and Simmons and their relationship now, and how at season's ends how that affected them and their relationship, and how that'll affect their work in this new S.H.I.E.L.D. Season. That how their relationship will be affected in their work and with the team. And as far as Melinda May, I think we're gonna see a lot more sensitive side from her. We're not gonna see more. I think we're gonna see a lot more emotion from her and more backstory for her. So that's it. I'll be doing a lot more videos later in the week. Flash, Gotham, Constantine, and more news and stuff like that. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good day, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.